Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kenneth. It's good to be here again today. Today is Monday, July 24th, 2023. I want to say a pre-happy independence celebration to all of you, all of us. If you're a Liberian from anywhere around the world, I want to welcome you to SKTV. I want to wish you a very, very happy independence, pre-independence day. In 2 days, we'll be celebrating our independence as Liberians. I want to take this time to wish all of you a very, very, very happy and prosperous independence celebration. We in the Arizona area, in Phoenix area, we will be celebrating our independence this coming weekend. We are doing it in collaboration with other Liberian communities in Las Vegas, in Utah, and the other Liberians will be traveling from other states to come and join us here in Phoenix to celebrate our independence. We'll see it's going to be big. It's going to be really, really big. Steve Bully is the president of the Liberian Association here. And you know, when it's Steve, that's SKTV. And when it's SKTV, it has to be big. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV this time around. I want to encourage you to go ahead and share the show. Today is going to be about Liberia once again. We ask, what do you think is Liberia's or are Liberia's major problems that got us to where we are right now? We might know some solutions, but I think if we can collectively identify our problems or problem, we'll be able to find a solution. Well, I want to take this time to welcome a few of you who have just joined us in the last 2 minutes. I want to say welcome to SKTV. Belai Williams, welcome to SKTV. Ali Donzo, welcome. Toby Wilson, welcome to SKTV. Nelson Dolly, welcome to SKTV. Dova Cassio, welcome to SKTV. Victor James, welcome to SKTV. Blair Batu, welcome to SKTV. Correra Wolo, welcome to SKTV. Maum Oma is here. Oma Meanta, Stella Harain, welcome to SKTV. John Williams, welcome to SKTV. Yumotro Kranga, welcome to SKTV. Sensi Besolo Perry Jr., welcome to SKTV. And Romelia Passaway, welcome to SKTV, watching us from all the way in North Dakota. Weddy Thompson, welcome to SKTV, watching us from Minnesota. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV this time, and we are going to be here to have some very, very important discussions. But let's do this. Let's play some music while we share the show.
DJ OC King. Pleasure.
I like the way how you do me. My baby can't confuse me. You got a gun and you shoot me, baby. I like it the way you can use me. Giving you just can't take control, baby. Can push me around with a remote. They all I love now want anymore. If I lie to you, can come at Toto. They say you Watapoli. They say you Opojo. They say you Polara. But you I want. They say you walking the gate. They say you share a glory. Call you I got that must say. But you I want. And let's say you can't say no. They say you cross the road. But you open your phone. Let's say you get past by me. Anything they say you confront. I don't think it makes sense, but honestly. You get me good vibe. Baby can show me your shoe size. I want you eat me like pizza. When you open it, I will see the inside. Let us see, let you know why me I see you. Not the reason why me I want it to me by feeling you.
Hello, amigo. Joining us now.
I will not move from here, you don't have finish you.
Let's do this. Let's do this right here. Let's bring Mabel on really quick. But you'll have to share the show, though. I know some of you have shared the show, but majority of you are yet to share the show. Yeah, Raleigh Shapley, welcome to SKTV. Lasana Kruma, my own brother from Minnesota, welcome to SKTV. And Anthony Gay, hey, welcome, my brother. Welcome to SKTV. Frederick Zeboy, welcome to SKTV. My own friend here, Catherine Sharp Davis, welcome to SKTV. We really appreciate all you do for SKTV, all of you that support SKTV, whether in private or in public. By coming on SKTV alone, it means a lot to us. We appreciate you guys so much. Yes, I want to welcome Emmanuel Colley. Welcome to SKTV. George Yon, welcome to SKTV. Pierre Sompong Batu, welcome to SKTV. Comfort Abu, welcome to SKTV. Ali Donzo, welcome to SKTV. Mohammed Kamara, watching from his CDC corner in New Jersey. Welcome to SKTV. We want to welcome all of you. Trying to connect with Melbourne and Truth FM in the Republic of Liberia. I think, let me see here. Okay, Melbourne says ready. Let's get Melbourne. I mean, I'm dancing to your music now, but it's good. It's good. Everyday situation. Melbourne. Yeah, Melbourne enjoying himself. People. My country people. Talking. Just the story every year. If I not been like generate the one year, my dear. Generate the one year, my dear. Let's be the man for you. Take it down to the book. Don't let it so make it talk about the small things. So, all right. Mabel, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mabel. Mabel is having fun, and I love it. I love the energy this morning from my end here, but this evening in Liberia, I can see the energy. I can see the energy level very, very high. But yes, indeed, all of you that have just joined us in the last few minutes, we want to encourage you to share the show. Yeah, it looks like my Oma, we're enjoying you, Mabel. Oma say you.
Seriously, and this song, this song in fact, this song has a lot of meanings. In fact, this song is time for this song, especially the kind of a period. Because my country people, what kind of people are we? Still the kind of topic I just decide. I said, no, I think I gotta look for a song that match the topic. So every day we hear stories, every day the same thing over and over. So we are a lot of greedy people, man. This song, I don't know, so if you can find a song, just find it and play maybe time for our break so that our people can understand as to where we, what happened to us as people. But let me say good evening to you. Actually, I really, really fall in love with this song. But anyway, everything, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I saw the energy and I love it. My only concern right now is the radio thing good now. When people call in Liberia, are we going to hear them? I think maybe is there a way that you guys can connect the phone to the system?
I think that what we're going to do, because what happened is that
that is the easiest way.
Because it's not only SKTV, I think this thing is also affecting the other shows. Yeah, so I think everybody complain back to back. So yeah, so I think I just got to find another strategy for us so that I can see how best, because we want our people to listen, we want our people to hear or the colors. So we're going to find all the strategy today, at least so that our people can hear the colors, especially back home. Yeah.
Please, it's very, 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 very important, because that is a concern of our people. I've been getting a lot of inbox. Seku, we gotta make sure we hear from the people in Liberia on the call in. So we are very, very concerned about that. Hopefully, we'll get that taken care of. Our place on Liberians on here, I want us to, people are not sharing the show like they're supposed to. You got to share the show on your page, on your own, profile. Share in the groups you are in. Share in the pages that you are in or you control, so that we can have everybody here to start this beautiful conversation. What do you think is or are our problems as Liberians? What is going on? What do you think? I know we have a lot of problems, but what do you think is our major problem?
Baby, let's do the thing we do. Let's get no spot, but we not get up now. I love the way how you do me. Fire, baby, can't confuse me. Because they're gonna you shoot me, baby. I like it the way you can use me. Giving you chance, can't take control, baby. Can push me around with a remote. They all love now, want anymore. If I lie to you, can come and toto. They say you what a police. They say you go pojo. They say you polara, oh. For you, I want. They say you walking again. They say you share a glory. Call you a kata mose. For you, I want. And they say you can't say no. They say you cross the road. You want to open your phone. They say you get past by me. Anything they say confront. I don't think it makes sense, but honestly. I like to get like tomorrow. Baby, hope you know. Because honestly, me Plane till and say, but scared we take in my grave. Baby, Yahweh, our day will pray. Let me know can't see our face. Let's talking while walking. They hate you while I like it. It's body while we the love kadu. Jota the couple kadu. The couple kadu. I love the way how you do me. My baby, can't confuse me. Because they're gonna you shoot me, baby. I like it the way you can use me. Giving you chance, can't take control, baby. Can push me around with a remote. They all love now, want anymore. If I lie to you, can come and toto. They say you what a police. They say you go pojo. They say you polara, oh. For you, I want. They say you walking again. They say you share a glory. Call you a kata mose. For you, I want. And they say you can't say no. They say you cross the road. Want to open your phone. They say you get past by me. Anything they say confront. I don't think it makes sense, but I should love you. You should love. Love like love. If I should love, you should be love. Love like love. If I should love, you should be love. Love like love. I can't feel my baby la bouée.
All right, okay, folks. Let's stop the music now and just jump into the conversation really quick, because we don't have enough time. In as much as we can be here for 2 hours, but 2 hours is not even enough for our people. So, Melbourne, jumping into the conversation right away. What do you think is our major problem in Liberia? Or what do you think are our major problems in Liberia?
Thank you, Sekou, and thanks to all of you, our viewers, and especially for those of you who are following us also on the radio. Let me say good evening to all of you. Thank to our old folks who always following us, even though some of them are already on their farms and they're following us live from Nima, from Grand Bassa, from Grand Coup, Riverside, and the rest of the other counties. Let me say good evening to all of you. Yes, thank you so much, Sekou, for the wonderful topic. And if this kind of a topic, I think it have something to do with from way back up to now. Let me just use the word way back because why? Sometimes people fought for justice, unknowingly. Sometimes people think that maybe the only way forward is maybe to go into destruction or so on. So we fought senseless war, 14 years of war for no reason. And today, yeah, we back to the same thing. So what really is our problem, or what's going on with us as people? For me, I think is lack of sincerity, one, lack of leadership, two, lack of love for country, love for citizens or for people, three, and corruption, stealing, making or getting rich at the detriment of others, and just become order of the day. So if you look at Liberia, Sekou, and the rest of you there who are following us, you will see that politicians, especially few politicians, are growing than the country. People are growing, or politicians are growing than the country. Instead of the country growing, getting better, getting developed for the citizens, a few group of people just getting rich and just growing. And sometimes when they even grow after a certain time, they go down the drain just because why? The way they get their wealth, the way they get the money, the way they steal the money from the Liberian people. So, Sekou, our major problem in the country is politicians. And politicians have been before you, the lack of sincerity, no love for country. Before I even talk about people. So you see, people are always running from the other side, joining the other side, maybe thinking that maybe the other group of people will be good. Then they join them after a certain time, coming back to the other side and think that, oh yes, let me come back to the other side. I was thinking that the other side was good, but not new. In fact, the other side even worse than the other side. So the politicians, they continue to play on the mind of the people, and the country continue to get poor. Why? Only a few group of people just getting rich and richer at the detriment of the people. So lack of love, lack of sincerity, lack of good system, lack everything. Sekou is just so demeaning that, in fact, it's just frustrating that you will see a nurse, a BSc nurse in this country that's probably making close to almost $400 to $500 US will be making 10,000 Liberian dollars. 10,000 Liberian dollars per month. So where are we? Where are we going? So you just a few group of people just enjoying the wealth of the country. Just a few group of people, my brother. And to all of you that are just the fun. Few handful of people just controlling the country resources, enjoying it, sharing it among themselves. Where in this war, country that come from war, after 14 years, will be paying people $15,000 per month. Where? So how will you develop? How and when? So you just see now everything just look and scatter. All the reason that people for war for in the country that they kill almost 250,000 people for that job, everything. No reason. Because even the life that we are living now, even worse than what we even than what our forefathers were living before. So for me, I just feel people are just living now like, let me just live because I have life in me. Up to date people that even live in a capital city, no water, no stable water. So before you even think about up interior. So even if you're born up interior, you grew up, you born in darkness, you grew up in darkness, and that's just the kind of system we have. So for me, it's just quite frustrating to see us like this after nearly 18 years. After all the work that we fought for, say, yeah, we want justice, we want peace, we want this, we want that. Today, things are even getting worse every day. People are getting money, paying themselves because they feel that, in fact, they want to get wealth at the detriment of their own people. So they lie to their own people, and they go there to represent the people. They lie to the people that, oh, we are going there to represent you people. But not new, they are there representing themselves. So, the problem, let me know how from Yuseku is far from coming to, maybe, let's say, coming to real normality, or to see Liberia getting maybe a little bit closer to say yes, maybe the way we see other nearby countries, the way their system, the way it's working. Let's see what maybe Liberia will work better. No, we stay far.
So what are some of the things that you think will be the solution for our country?
Good. One of the best things right now is the justice system. Seku, America is great. People are trooping into America because of their system. Because of even you, Seku, that I know right now, even when there are no security around you, you won't be in your vehicle and see the traffic light and they tell you that, oh, stop, don't go, and you force your way through to go. No. But you will abide by that rule and say no. Even though there's no security around, but because love and because I'm not citizen that want to abide by the rule of law, let me abide by the rule and wait for my time. But yeah, in Liberia, my brother, is far. Everything is far. So the first thing is the rule of law. Let's see. My personal, we are over 2018. Seku, let me be frank. 3 months, things were like, in fact, business people, those people are employers, those people who have jobs, who are employing people here, and they all go back in a share. They were afraid because of bad labor practice or practices. So they were afraid. But what happened is, after 3 months, 4, 5 months, when the people finished testing the entire system, they noted that the system is essentially weak. Nothing we want to come and say about them, they're not move on. So the first thing to fight for is a better system, the rule of law. Whether, for example, if Mayborn do wrong, you're not going to judge Mayborn because you feel that Mayborn is a friend, or because you feel that maybe you and Mayborn, you're close. No. But you're going to tell me, Mayborn, go and fix the rule of law. We are with you in prayer. And let's see. 2, the labor system. Steve or Seku, there's no way that you will say you want for people's life to be improved and you pay them chicken. It's bad. Even if you open the line runner for teachers, they will cry on you. But there are schools who are collecting huge fees. Huge fees from parents. But they pay teacher little or nothing. Pay teacher $10,000 Liberian dollars. Can you imagine at the age and time if you pay somebody 10,000? So you got to work on the rule of law. Even if you want to get investor coming into this country, the first thing is the rule of law. You have to work on security and the labor system. You work on all of these things, Seku, then you have a very cool way to go. But other than that, we stay playing. Even new government come, that will just still be the same old thing to a job, bring watch, job watch on top, and at the end of the day, almost like a mud where on top dry and on stay wet.
Thank you, Mayborn. Thank you so much. I've never done this. I like to give you the time to talk about some of these important things in our country. I ask you about the problems, and I also ask you about the solution. However, today I want to do a different today. I want to open the line in Liberia. Let's listen to the people. what do they think is or are our problems and the solution? After we have listened to the people, I will talk. Let's try Liberia first, and then we'll try the diaspora. Let's hear from the people. Sometimes when we talk, that kind of swayed the opinion of some people. Some people want to follow whatever we would say, but I want to hear from the people themselves. What do they think are our problems? And how can we find a solution to it? I have my own opinion on this important subject, but I do not want to be the one to tell people what is the problem. I just want to know the mindset of Liberians. Liberians, both in the diaspora and in Liberia, I want to know, what do you think is or are our problems and the solution? By the way, don't forget to support SKTV. Just as a reminder, every time we come on, we have to remind you. Those of you who have been supporting SKTV, we appreciate you. Those of you who are yet to support SKTV, we eagerly await and appreciate your support. So don't forget to visit our Cash App and Zelle while we having the conversation. You know, we like to talk about politics. We like to talk about politicians. But there are issues that are major driving factors to our problems. And I think I want to hear from the Liberian people. Believe me. You know, this is how you know whether or not the problem can be easily solved. Even when you go to a hospital or clinic, you want to go see a doctor. The doctor will, first of all, try to do some examination, to diagnose, to find out, to know your illness before they can write a prescription. Before they can write to tell you, okay, you have X, Y, and Z problem, but we have medication for you. They write a prescription for you. You go to the pharmacy and get it. If you went to a hospital to do a blood work, sometimes they will take your blood. They will tell you to go home. They will take time. They run it through the process. They will find the problem you have. Whether your sugar is up, is down, whether you are developing some diabetes, you are developing high blood pressure or any other illness in your system, they will find out before they will call you sometime, or they will set a date for you to come back and get your results. But if you don't know your problem, you cannot find a solution. That is the fact. So Melbourne, let me know when you're ready. Then we'll open the line in Liberia. Let's hear from the people, and then we will.
I'm ready. So I think someone are calling me. So I want to text the line. So keep the calls coming to 077-0203-125 and 077. So let me get to this caller. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Your name and from where you join us. Seku, are you getting us? Seku?
I'm getting you, but I'm not getting the person.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm getting you, but I'm not hearing the person.
All right, go ahead.
Very, very
Either
low.
say or
It's
very
very,
low.
very low. Very low.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. All right, I think. Either say get it or say go.
No, we're not getting anything. Nothing.
Well,
Yeah, unfortunately.
well, I don't really know, but
Yeah, but everything was good before the whole new system came. Everything was good. For some reason, it is a receiver there. So let's see if maybe one can get this taken care of. We are not hearing anything. So try to do whatever you can. I think this new thing where you put on there, especially a receiver where you can listen to. I think you should go directly to the traditional way we used to do it. So people can speak directly to the microphone. So yes, we're not hearing anything. I think I will open the line in the diaspora, open the line to everybody. Today, I don't just want to be the one to start this conversation because this is very important. I want to know exactly what some of you think. And this is also a test to many people, your sense of understanding, your sense of reasoning, knowing your problem, and what do you think is the solution. It's very important because many of us, we blame other people for our own problem. Many of us, we skip our problem and blame other reasons for our problems. Whether it's politics, whether it's social or economics problem, whatever the problem is, or the problem are, many of us, we don't blame ourselves. In fact, we don't even know whether we ourselves got problem. There are a lot of people among us that they don't take responsibility. Understanding your problem, knowing your problem, and accepting that you have a problem is responsibility. And once you got at that point or to that point, you'll be able to solve the problem. But if you continue to shift blame on other people for everything without examining yourself, without thinking about yourself, what you do, the impact of your action. What's going on? Maybe one of them play music in the back. Trying to mute it. So until we can really know and understand and accept our problem, we'll not be able to find a solution because we'll be shifting blame on other people. We'll be, shying away from our responsibility, thinking that we have no problem. That Mr. X, Mr. Z, Mr. Y are our problem. When you look at it from this point, Let's take politics for example. Some people blame the people for continuing to elect the wrong people. Some people blame the people being elected for not being sincere, for not being patriotic, not being loyal to country. Some people will put the blame on illiteracy. Our people are illiterate. Our people are not educated. Some people will put the blame on illiteracy. But then, most of the people that are creating the problems in our country are the educated people. So what is the problem? Who is the problem? In fact, all the people that have caused problem in our country are the so-called educated people, for the most part. Because some of them feel they are educated, they don't use their education the right way to benefit the country. They misuse, they misapply their education. They prey on the ignorant and illiteracy of the people to create problem. So it's hard. But I would say, I would come out to, hey, let me say this to this person. I don't know, your name is Raleigh, Simply, or whatever your name is, Shapley. It seems like you are very obsessed with Steve Bully. You better cut it off. You better stop your nonsense. One more writing mentioning Steve Bully in your writing, I will block you. Okay? If Steve is here, I wouldn't mind. Steve will address you the way he wants to. But Steve is not here, and Steve is a major player when it comes to SKTV. Steve is one of the backbone of SKTV. So if you come here, you have personal problem with Steve, go to your personal page and write whatever nonsense you want to write there. Okay? If you write one more line mentioning Steve Bully, will block you from SKTV. That's how simple it is. That's how simple it is. Going back to the conversation. Melbourne and Truth FM are stay working on. So I'm going to open the line here in the diaspora. I will still tell you what I think is our problem. Hold on, this person been calling me more than 100 times. Hold on one second. I apologize for that, folks. So I'm going to open the line here in the diaspora. I want you to tell us, what do you think is our problem, our major problem in Liberia as Liberians? So the number to call is 480-862-0783 or 480-401-2081. Yeah, those are the number to call. I want you to call and tell us what you think is our problem, our major problems in Liberia, before we come out to tell you. You see, I want to know Whether some of you just follow what we say, or you have mind of your own where you can decipher, you can know exactly, what's going on. We don't mind providing our own opinion on issues. We don't mind educating some of you who don't understand issue. But I know there are a lot of smart, intelligent, and educated people here that follow SKTV. Some of you don't talk, but most of you that can talk. I want you to call in and tell us what you think is our major problem in Liberia and the solution. You got to call today. You got to call and tell us what you think is our problem, our major problem. I want to know whether some of you really understand Liberia's problem. Most of us can talk. Most of us can write. A lot of people know how to insult, how to curse other people. But now we are opening the line to test your knowledge, to test your ability to understand things for what it is and solutions. Let's take the first caller here. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, Sekou. My name is Amos, and I'm calling from Delaware.
Amos from Delaware. Amos, what do you think is our problem, major problem in Liberia, and the solution?
Sekou, whichever way you turn this, our problem is just one thing: illiteracy.
Illiteracy?
Yes, and I will tell you why. Both sides of it, both the educated using our people, and then the illiterate being used to bring our people, to bring the educated people to power. You see elections in this country, how when people go to vote here, they don't vote based on sentiments, or I know this person for 200 years, or I like this guy, the kind of clothes he's wearing, no. The people look at the issues. It's because the people are informed. And the thing about education here is not necessarily college education, no. Education comes in so many ways. Some people are street smart, but people base a judgment on issues here. So even in high school, when the children go to high school, they base all of their things on paper, what they see on paper, that's what they go by. It's not what you tell them. So that's one thing. That's the problem in Liberia. Our people, can you imagine? I think you remember the famous words, you keep my pie, you keep my mouth, I'll still vote for you. And, his countryman, he's this, he's this, he's that. Come on, man, I'll vote for him. That's the problem. And so the few educated ones, they manipulate the people. They know how to entice the people. Give them a bag of rice, fool them, lie to them, cajole them, and then get into power. So when they get to power, they come right back during elections and then give them food, give them money, and that's all. And our people have not traveled to see what the other side of the world looks like. I think you hear sometimes in this place where they say, the other side of the grass is greener. Liberians are just content. They are just happy with their life. As long as you give them, you give them food to eat, they are happy. That's all they want. Give them food to eat. They don't know that other countries have made greater progress. Even countries within the sub-region, they are way ahead of us. But our people, give them food to eat. That's it. They get place to sleep. That's it. Live for 40 years, 50 years. They die out of poverty. Then, they say, okay. I mean, they are accustomed to suffering. So education is the key. The educator have used education as a means of fooling the people. And then the uneducated, they make decisions based on illiteracy. So it's the same thing. And every which way you turn it, Sekou, it's lack of education.
Thank you. So what about solution? Okay, he hang up. Yeah, I forgot to ask him about solution. So Amos is saying that illiteracy is our major problems. Is our major problem in Liberia, illiteracy, according to Amos. So yes, I'll keep your calls coming in. We want to know. I know if this is about one political party against the other today. We were talking about Alexander Cummings or maybe Joseph Boakai or George Weah. Of course, will be in plenty of call will be coming in today. But I want to know exactly what some of you think. It's important. I may not have answer to all the questions. I have my own opinion. I have my own understanding of things based on experience, based on what I've seen, based on what I've been doing in my country, and based on what I've done while in Liberia, what I saw. So I want you to keep your calls coming in. Call in. Somebody say poverty is our problem. It's a major problem affecting Liberia. That's Emmanuel Jesse. Yeah. Emmanuel is poverty. So I want you to call in and tell us what do you think is our major problem as Liberians. The reason why we don't want to limit it to a particular issue, that's why I say problems, because it may not be just one problem. Maybe there are a lot of other problems that are affecting us. What about solution? Somebody said tribalism. Somebody said tribalism is the major problem. I think Mabel and the radio, I think they are back here. Hopefully we are okay to go.
Wake up, Africa, wake up.
Mabel, are we good now?
Wake up, Africa, wake up. 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 Wake up, Africa, wake up.
Mabel, are we good? Mabel, are we good? You got to turn the music off.
Wake up, Africa.
You got to turn the music off.
Wake up, Africa, wake up.
Mabel, okay.
Seku,
We good?
Seku, are you getting me?
We getting you. Can you hear me?
Let me see.
Mabel, can you hear me?
Seku,
Yes. Yeah, your microphone is off. Mabel, we good? All right. Mabel is still not getting us. So I have Steve Bully on the line. Send Mabel, we still not getting Mabel. Let me put Steve on. And then we'll take other callers later on. Our co-host, Steve. Steve?
Yes, Mr. Kane, I will try to join, right after this meeting, but I just step out because I wanted to say this before I lose my train of thought here. I wanted to say that Liberia's problem is not poverty, it's not illiteracy, it's not lack of education. And the reason I say that is it's not lack of experience, it's not lack of leadership, it's not lack of leaders. The reason I say that is we have people who are out of Liberia who are not poor. They're still making poor decisions for Liberia and influencing the poor people to make poor decisions for Liberia. We have educated people who know what is right, don't stand up for what is right. They encourage what is wrong. They promote what is wrong.
and they make sure they use their education to do what is wrong as well. Our problem as Liberians is most of us do not love Liberia. And when I say we don't love Liberia, that means we don't love ourselves as Liberians. We don't even love the country. We just get beat more. And we honor ourselves and we honor the country every day. For example, I live in Ivory Coast. And war went to Ivory Coast, the people prioritized their country. You never saw them looting their wires for the electricity because they know that they love their country enough. They're patriotic. See, Ghanaians, they're patriotic enough to make decisions to put the right people in leadership. You don't hear them talking about, I just love the man. I just love the person. They make decisions that will benefit the country, the future of the country. Look at Ivory Coast hosting African Cup of Nations next year. But we like where we just get big more. We just wear fan clothes, talk BB talk foolishness. We imagine somebody know that the person corrupt. They tell you, say, oh, we agree. Look at United Party people. When you say the person corrupt, they say we agree. The person that they agree, they know the truth, but they still say they will vote for Joseph Boakai. They tell you, say the man is dead there. The man is sick to the point that he can't lead the country. You know what they tell you? They say we know all of that, but we agree. But we still vote for the man. That means you don't love the country. You don't want the country to go down the drain. You know that John Weah is enabling corruption. You know that John Weah is not doing what is right. You say, oh, we love the man. How can you love the man above the country and above yourself? So, Mr. Kane, our major problem in my honest view, we are not patriotic to Liberia. We put leaders in there who will only steal from the country. We have a bunch of leaders there who come and talk sweet. They go back soon, you let them, they steal from the country. And we get people who turn around, instead of saying, let's hold the person accountable, they will be making excuses for them. How can your children be hungry and suffering and not in school, but you're still making excuses for corrupt people? How? How do you set a birth rate of the country for $20 and beg on it? The money I saw someone on video, I was driving to work. Mr. Kane, when you and I spoke, I saw someone on video on Facebook. As soon as I pulled up in the parking lot, I saw someone on video on Facebook. I know Liberian were going to Jawia compound or wherever it is, and they're giving them bag of rent. What sense does that make? You start the future for bag of rent? So let me tell you the truth, Mr. Kane. We Liberians, majority of us, if not 95 to 99% of us, we are not patriotic. You say that in America, the country is full suffering poverty. But then you say Liberia is doing well. Then why you can't move back if Liberia is doing so well? So when I see these decisions on Facebook, passing around and saying the country is doing well, the country is heading in the right direction, but they're sitting here, the children can go to school, they can choose to drive the children off, or they can ride bus, the children can have lunch, dinner, while other people's children suffer. Then let them move back. Then the country is doing well. Then the president is doing well. Then the president, since 1947, he's the best president. He's doing everything well. Everything is going okay. Then move back. So, Mr. Kane, our problem is we're not patriotic to Liberia. I think once we become patriotic, we never look at political party. We never look at tribe. We never look at religion. We pick the best from amongst us to lead us and to do what is right. That's how I see it. We're not patriotic to Liberia. That's it. So we honor ourselves. Because if you're not patriotic to the place that you were born, the place where the newer screen is at, the reason why other people don't care about other countries is because the newer screen are there. They were not born there. But the place where the newer screen is, the place where you were born, you're not patriotic to that place, then that means you're honor money yourself. You're not even patriotic to yourself. So that's what we're faced with. I see people in the diaspora, you know better, you live better, you not see better. Then you're supporting wrong. You're supporting people who you know will be problem. So where are we going? Where are we going as a country? So you let me go alone. I run my Facebook page today, Mr. Kane, and people laughing and joking away. Our country, I see Christians talking about, oh, this is a Christian nation. Zanzakawa is the chief Zoe. Zanzakawa gave his life to Jesus yesterday in the church. But Zanzakawa today, Monday, he said the chief Zoe. We making any sense? We making any sense? So that's what we are. We're not patriotic, and that's what we get. So as long as we make unpatriotic decisions, we get a result. Let the election come here. We're supposed to be discussing alternatives like Elizana Komi, Moluba, Tiawan Gongo. We're talking about Jowia and where got Joseph Boakai. Are you serious? Are you really, really serious? That we ready to make change? We won't move? We won't move forward? The same people who got the country to where it is today, after 18 years, both Jowia, Joseph Boakai, Ellen, and Wahoni, and Joel Howard Taylor, because all of them were in government. Don't let Jowia fool you and say, oh, Joseph Boakai there, bring the country down. And they were passing the concession deals there in the Senate, and Joel Howard Taylor in the Senate, and Nomli Kanala in the Senate, And they were all there. And they sing what the other one you're passing around with Jeremiah Cool. And you were in the House of Representatives as deputy co-chair. So what you want to tell us? You want to tell who love Liberia? You want to tell who patriotic to Liberia? Well, yeah, you're talking about Joseph Boaga and say love Liberia, do Liberia, and no. And not you. Joseph Boaga been in government for all these years. Joseph Boaga participated and made all the wrong decisions. And you say you love Liberia, but you won't support him? Okay, that's fine. You're not doing that. So I think we're not patriotic to our country. Do anything you want to do in the America that we live. The American people are patriotic to the country. American men, his country first. You don't fool around. That's why when Donald Trump started misbehaving, you rather get him out and put somebody there as opposed to get somebody who will misbehave and create chaos in the country. You get Joey and then creating chaos. Children getting missing, nothing comes from it. And you say you want to really let Joey out. Are you serious? You're going to call Santo foolishness again. We'll be back here. You're going. But Mr. Kennedy, we're not patriotic. That's my point. But I will join you soon. Let me complete this meeting here. I'll join you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chief. Yeah, so let's get this person right here. Maybe one is still working on the system. Let me get to this person here. Salif Hadala. Salif Hadala. How you doing?
Hello, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. People you are doing a great job, doing a great. But my question to you is, Liberians for bigger problem, we are not serious, we are not honest. That is our problem. Even if George Weah was honest, he would give the leadership to Electoral Committee because everybody knows he's incompetent. So even the talk show host today in America on school talk, if you ask them definitely those candidates, you see which one is good for Liberia, for their selfish, they will not keep the record. Everybody knows coming is the best solution for this country. But still, we have a long way. And in my understanding, if you look at it, I don't see Liberia will be better in your lifetime, in my lifetime, because people are not secure, they are not ready. That's why we are not secure. But everybody knows Liberia problem. And how can we solve it? But if you say that to solve it, they will say, no, let it melt with another melt. That's because we are not secure. And I give an example, I was in Liberia. Some of those boards that were working for me, 2017 during the election, and they were bringing their voting card. They said, we will vote for John Weah. And I told the board, I said, if you vote for John Weah to make president, then you guys will suffer. You're not ready to go forward. You will suffer. And after 2-3 years, John Weah leadership, this board and started to tell me, Baltimore, you say it's true. I said, you ready yet? Don't worry. You will suffer. You will play. We are not honest. We are not sincere. As soon as we can do that, we will do forward. I don't see that will be better in your lifetime, in my lifetime. That's my question.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Let's go to the line here. Let's get the next call here. I think this is Lasana Kroma, my friend from Minnesota. Lasso, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what do you think is our problem in Liberia? Our major problem?
Anyway,
Lasso, if you don't mind, this is the guy that was on hold for a while from Europe, saying that it's out of country. Let's take that. I'll come back to you in a minute. Yes, caller. This is moving the show. The show.
Yeah.
From Belgium.
Yes, I'm calling from Belgium.
Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, so what I observed from Liberia is that we had never recovered since after the war. Liberia had never recovered since after the war. And all the presidents that had come in, none of them had concentrated on how to reform the mindset of the people. We had just come from war. Everybody is warlike. The children were born on a war. Their parents were warlike. We never had a chance to rehabilitate the mind of our young ones. They are grown up to adults at this moment. They are having kids. And we have not seen any leader that have come in to have a vision to see how we're going to transform the mindset of these young people and those who caused the less unfortunate how to change their life. I have recommended that we should look at compulsory education to give a chance and to see whether the society will accept it. Because it's not easy to have the young kids from 8 years old going to school from morning, and we find any kid in the street from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon that are in school. I mean, we'll have a delinquent place that we're going to have a law set up that these children are going to be taken into delinquency. And from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we give the chance for vocational training for those younger boys. We have a chance for everybody to have some chance of getting some kind of vocational training, mechanic, masonry, carpentry, and other things. And we give the opportunity to the market women from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the evening, whether we be able to go to school at least and learn the basic education, learn how to use the telephone better, learn the calculator and stuff like that.
Thank you.
I think it will give that chance for 10 years. I think there will be a test case for Liberia to see how we're going to transform the people.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother.
Okay.
So let's go back to Lasso. Lasso, thank you for your patience, for patiently waiting. Go ahead quickly. I think, let me see if we're connected to Liberia. Hold on 1 second. Mabel, we're good to go? Mabel? Can you hear me?
Showing save what else?
Oh, okay. All right, you guys go ahead. Maybe and then going through the news bulletin. So yeah, Lasso, go ahead, my brother.
Hey, Sebo, how you doing?
Great.
Yeah, anyway, I'm Lasso, speaking from Minnesota. I can say, when you say what is our problem and what is our major problem, Liberia major problem will be foundation. We are lacking a foundation, as a people and as a country. If we look at Liberia, many people come out to say, hey, Liberia will be 176 years in a few days. Today, right? Or tomorrow, something like that. I mean, a few days, 2 days from now.
2 days.
But I'll tell you, how many people know how was Liberia before 1847? When I say how was Liberia before 1847, people will ask, but there was no Liberia. Yes, of course there was no Liberia, but there were people. Our foundation come from before Liberia. If you look at Liberia is divided, basically in 2 ways: natural division and administrative division. Administrative division is by county, district, this, that, and all this stuff. Let's look at a natural division. How many of us know naturally how we are divided? We were people before Liberia. Do you have any tangible Liberian history? People will come out and say, hey, Nimba County, I'm from Nimba. Oh, like me, I'm from Nimba. Let me just say that. I'm from Nimba. But if you look at it, Nimba became county 1964. What was Nimba before 1964? Who can tell you that? It's hardly. If anybody can tell us how many people know it. Go to other country. our nearby neighboring countries.
So I want you to, I think this is going to be a very, 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 important conversation, but because of time factor, we may not be able to.
So, okay, let me just make it short.
I want you to go to make it short.
We are lacking a foundation as a people and country that manifests into what? Prejudice, greed, and deception. So our problem in Liberia is three things: deception, prejudice, and greed, because we don't have foundation. So that's what I have to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's go to the line here. Call up 610 number. Let's see. Let me see here. Okay, maybe when I stay going through the news bulletin. 610 number, last 4 DJ 5514. What is your name and where are you calling from? Hello?
Yes. How you doing, sir? This is James. Thank you so much for your show and giving me the opportunity to participate.
Sure.
Yeah, and I will partly agree with your first two callers. But I have a little, I equally so too want to what are some points that they said too, for me, our problem is here in Liberia, lack of patriotism. We are not patriotic. Liberians are not patriotic. A lot of Liberians are not patriotic. Even past leaders to present leaders. How many Liberians leaders we invest in their country? We know all our past leaders, they stay in office. When they leave office, where they come to America. They're sick, they want treatment, they come to America. They got toothache, they come to America to look after their dentist's work. We are not patriotic, you see. And one of your callers made mention, everybody know, this person is this, and then they say, oh yeah, we'll still vote for them. The person is this. We need to learn to respect everybody's political views too, you see. If I respect you, you respect me, simple. We'll learn to be tolerant with one another. You will not believe what I believe, but I should learn to live for you. I should respect you for your belief. You understand? When it comes to religion, we all may not have the same religious belief, but I should respect you. Yes, whatever you believe, that's not your belief. I shouldn't be there to judge you. You see? All right. I shouldn't be there to judge you. I should learn to accept you, to live with you. You see? All right. So we need to be tolerant in a lot of areas. We need to be tolerant. You see, be respectful to one another and allow everybody to have their viewpoints on political issues, religious issues, and we live in harmony with one another. So if Liberians were patriotic, if our leaders were patriotic, you won't see them coming overseas, investing all their money overseas. You see, they would. If you go back, the brother talk about Liberian history. Let's look a little bit backward. Liberia before 1847, and those who came and met our people, the additional people, when they came out in front of that country, we don't have a foundation. Liberia, that country will look upon as a vacation place. All the past leaders, they will go there, that vacation home, and then afterward they get whatever they get, they come to America. That's how the country will live until 1980 when that coup occurred. You understand? No, since 1847, Liberia been using the United States data. That's the United States data we've been using. Only 1980, after 1980 coup, and then it came up with a
I want you to conclude, please.
Right. After 1980 coup, before we came up with the dual coin, before Liberia started to get their own money and things to see. You see, so but the problem is we are not patriotic because that's how the founding father led the country. Until we can be patriotic, until we can love our own country, until we Liberians in the diaspora want to go back and do more in our country. Forget about government doing it. You and myself will contribute. If you can change one or two person's life, or they send them to school, get them scholarship, that's something you're doing.
Thank you.
I think we'll make changes. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. So yes, folks, when you call, please make your comment, concern brief, so that way we can have the opportunity to get other people on. Let me just check back on the people on the radio. Let me see. Okay, I think we still have the news bulletin going on. Let's do this right here. Hey Prince, how you doing, my brother? Prince?
Yeah, Sekou, how you doing, sir?
You're live, but there's a lot of noise behind you.
Yeah, I will go ahead and take myself off the Bluetooth, and then I will minimize the noise, okay?
All right.
Are we good?
Much better. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Sekou. Appreciate it. Taking the call.
So what do you think? What do you think is our problem in Liberia? Major problem.
Thanks for asking your question, because the real problem that we face as a country is not because of illiteracy. If you say that, then you'll be blaming it on the victims, and then you'll be leaving out the perpetrators. Because those who perpetrate and perpetuate what happened in our country are mostly the people who have some degree of education, or are perhaps some level of orientation as what a country should be and what a nation should be. But they are deliberately keeping our people in the condition they are because it feels to their advantage. You know, my conclusion is that our major problem is hypocrisy. And three kinds of hypocrisy. I mean, inconsistencies, blames, and complacency. Now, Sekou, I will allow our fellow Muslim brothers to allow me to borrow from the Quran, what the Quran says about hypocrisy. And you check in the Hadith, they talk about 4 kinds of pure hypocrisy. He said there are 4 signs that makes someone a pure hypocrite. Whoever has them has the characteristic of hypocrisy until he abandons it. 1, when he speaks lies. When he makes a covenant, he is treachery. That means he breaks the covenant.
He breaks it. Mm-hmm.
When he makes a promise, he breaks it as well. And when he argues, he is wicked in his argument. Now, Sekou, take those 3 things, borrow those 3 things from the Quran, from the Holy Book, the Quran, and put it in our society today, and tell me now, Sekou, that is not a pure description of what we call Liberia today. Or not come and say what we call the Liberian politics. When you talk about Liberian politics, you talk about pure hypocrisy. Look, Sekou, there are politics all over the world. America have a politics. The politics of America is on the issue. If you're a Republican, you stand by certain values. Have you ever seen a Republican go and support a Democratic candidate because, for his own interest or own interest? No. But how many times you see politicians here today, tomorrow, they support the other candidate, as soon as the candidate, they jump behind another person. So, Sekou, my brother, that's the answer to the problem we have here, hypocrisy, pure hypocrisy. And most of the hypocrisy is being led, it's being nurtured, it's being exploited by the people who we call educated people. Most of them are, and the people who are uneducated, they are all victims because they are victims of the educated people putting them in the circumstances they are in. Thank you very much, Sekou. I appreciate your time.
Wow, thank you so much. Let's go to the line here. 571 number, last 4 digit 9717. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, Sekou. Salam alaikum, my brother.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is your buddy Jimmy Eastman calling from Washington, D.C.
Jimmy Eastman, go ahead quickly.
I like some of the things Prince was saying. Hypocrisy is a factor. But the caller before, who said that past, he went way back that they were not sincere, that they were using Liberia as justification. I think that there's something a bit wrong with that view, because the first people that came to Liberia to establish the state, they braved They braved disease, they braved attacks, they braved a whole lot. They came to a place that was uncomfortable, coming from a different culture. But they were determined. They were determined to make this Liberia their home, where they could carve out somewhere that they wouldn't be second citizens anywhere. And that's why they say no white man will be a citizen. So they always, despite all the odds against them, no money, disease, and hostility, they still brave it. But what Ellen Johnson said the other day, she said, one criticism she has is that we are transient. And that's just what the man was saying. We want to go other place. We don't stay some other people to go to Liberia and they take the position. Soon they out of the position to go back to America. That this generation doesn't like Liberia. That even you might say, oh, we might have come to America because of the war. But why aren't we going back there now? So she wants that we are transient. So that finger he need to point it at himself. Because he's supposed to be back in Liberia building the country. That's what we need to do. And you know when this thing started, when the people come to school, yeah, they want to, soon as they finish school, they won't go back. Immediately, they don't want to stay in America to be second-class citizen. This thing started when 1980 started, when the country started turning upside down. That's when it started. I didn't come to America until 95, after the war. Nobody want to be here. But now the hard work is we have changed the country. A whole lot of things happened. Now we have to make sacrifice. So if you ask me, what's wrong with that? We don't want to speak. We don't want to sacrifice. And Joe and Prince were talking. We lack integrity. We're hypocrites. So that's my 2 cents, Sekou.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I will take this caller and then we'll go to Liberia. The caller on hold is a 973 number, last 4 digits 6494. Are you there?
Hello, hi, Sekou.
Hey.
How you doing? Hi, this T. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Not bad. So this is my take on the question you asked. What Steve said earlier, everything Steve said is true. And not only that, Sekou, some of us here, when we look up, you see, tribalism, it destroys a nation. And I was destroying our country today. I was destroying it, but whether we like it or not, I was destroying it. Like, okay, the other day you were talking about, I can't talk about all these people. He keeps flipping here, he go here, he want this, he want independent, he want this, because he know we start to lean on, because he go to this side, he declare his support for this, what he believe in, he's that, so man, even work up, no local country, this, that. Think about what country being out of war long. I understand people needed to be educated and also treated or whatever the situation may be, but all are affected by this war. But now the people are dead. Okay, including the job, we are joking. Never saying like, bro, he got out of LeBron when he got his car, to play all over Europe. Not because he become president, and when he's staying in LeBron today, and he acquiring all the, okay, the violence, but they go on and on and on. But ask all those people we're sitting here, where are the children? None of the children in our country, they all. When they get in position, they say they want change. I don't know what the idea of change. You want change, but you're making all this money. What about when you stay in the United States? You get that kind of money. You understand? You put something around somewhere, you put female in it, then you say that some old lady should live there, some other child should live there, or some other mother should live there. Like, we got enough for us to live. And we who in this country, including the young, so the baby boomer or the whatever, we don't like our country. Look how we like talk about on social media. If something good coming to our country, we don't want it. Oh, I like Joey. The men are going up. But meanwhile, your country going down. Check what my wife and my co-worker were having conversation about Canada. They can't say you can't even open a business in Ghana without being partnered with
Thank you.
And as a business, becoming as country, you're supposed to immigration quite the amount of time. And they get the student card or the bank account you open, all the time. So 2 days from now, I'll probably 176 years old. And they to do a Congo. They kill the Congo people anyway. They came by the Congo people bringing the country down. But if you don't get in the country, they over the country. They say for you, you're not cancel again. What it has got nothing to do that we who share. And they want them to leave for here to go in office back there. They're more Ali. They're more Ali than hopefully they're going to come out to eat because they miss a chance.
Thank you.
So we have people that enjoy it, so we have come like this time of second round. So we are the problem.
All right. Thank you so much.
Other countries be out of work and they're doing better.
Thank you so much. So let's go back to Melbourne. I still have some callers here from Europe, but Melbourne, what's going on in Liberia, man? Are we okay now?
Yes, thank you, Sekou. The team technicians are already on my back. So let me see as to whether we are still on course or whether we're going to get some of our callers live on the audio. So you can keep your calls coming at 7778-339682. Again, 7778-339682. Let's try the line and see as to maybe you guys are going to get us live and clear. So again, 7778.
So because why we wait for calls? I got people on board here. Okay. All right, let's take Abraham here from Norway. Abraham from Norway, are you there?
Yes, bro. Sekou, thank you so much.
Go ahead.
You have so many people on the line, so I'll try to be brief.
Please.
And for me, I think I don't want to rule out illiteracy. You know, Sekou, when the war fought in Liberia, United Nations did their fact-finding to know what was responsible for the war in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
And the United Nations came up with 3 things. It's illiteracy, poverty, and ignorance. They said these were the 3 things that were responsible for the war. Now, I want to believe among the 3 things, illiteracy and poverty top. One time I listened to one of the presidential candidates that are in the race. They said, among all of us, Mr. Cummings has supporters in America. If we were voted out of America, Mr. Cummings, we can say he already finished winning the election. All this is happening because of the high level illiteracy. And the few persons who claim to be educated are taking advantage of the people illiteracy and spoiling our country. See, for example, let me just give you one example.
I want you to summarize quickly, my brother. We got a lot of people calling.
I want to summarize and be quick.
Quickly, go ahead.
Senator Dillon went on his campaign trail and told the Liberian people, we the senators, we are making huge money. So we can just reduce it to 5,000 and the other rest we give it to the government, and that will help to build hospitals, schools, and what have you. That same campaign trail, the finance minister, Samuel Toy, went and told his people at Thomas Fala rally, he said, the Lord and the opposition, they want to cut your money. So that when you go to beg your senator to help you, then your senator will tell you, say, the people call our money. Imagine that, Sekou. So for me, I think illiteracy, poverty is the one that solves our problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's go to Liberia.
Yeah, 7778-339682. Again, 7778 339682. Call now so you can be part of the show as to what do you think is or in fact is the problem with us as people. So call in now to be part of the show. 0778 339682 against 0778 339682. So Sekou, I think you can start taking calls from your end because yeah, so people are
That's good. That's good. We got other calls coming in here. I think this from Europe as well. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Amara Fofana, calling from Germany.
Amara Fofana from Germany. You see, from one call from Norway to Germany. We are all we say Europe, from Belgium to Norway to Germany. Go ahead, Amara.
Yeah, thank you. You were saying something about with the Liberian.
We asked, what do you think is our major problems? Our major problem in Liberia.
That's what I was saying. I see you were saying something about with the Liberian. And that is a problem I see from my end. Sometimes with the Liberian, we are not honest to ourselves and second to that. Sometimes if you are not honest to yourself and you don't value yourself, it's a problem. That is some of the things I think we the Liberians are facing right now, especially in our country. Because if someone to say you don't value yourself, people may come to you.
Yeah.
Give you any
Second 1 minute, we want to try our land to see how to what are you getting out so that I call Paul a little bit.
I'm holding last small. Let me see.
Go ahead. Your name and from where you join us. Okay, go ahead. All right, thank you. I don't know what I say. We'll get us live. If not, then we still have to do some adjustment. If so, then we'll continue with the broadcast. But thank you. Also, you can keep a call coming to 0778 339682 again.
All right. Let the person conclude. Amara, conclude, please.
Yes, as I was saying that to say the problem I see to say with the Liberian, mostly those are living back home there. People don't value themselves, and sometimes that's why you can see a lot of politicians will come to them and try to make them that to say they are value to them when the time for election. And if you give yourself cheap to the politicians, they will use you because first of all they will come for you, maybe take a rest or sometimes some cash they put in your pocket in that little time. After the election, they don't have time for you. And you see those people, you should value yourself because we can hear a lot of Liberians can be saying you go to Ghana, Ghana is developing, and go to the other country. Yes, because those people, they are seriously value themselves. They can't sell themselves for cheap. They're not giving themselves all to politicians. They not make politicians will be using that as tools. Because our brother back home there, most of them, the politicians are using them for little things. Sometimes they will come to you. And you should know that very well that if you are not value yourself, nobody will value you. Anywhere you go, first of all, if you take yourself to be valued, those politicians that are coming to you, they will know who they are coming to. So they will not come and tell you something today and tomorrow they will not go like that because they know.
Thank you. Thank you, Amara. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you. So let's get to the line and pick this call. Good evening. We are great. Thank God your name and from where you join us.
I'm Ishmael. I'm joining from a restaurant in Johnsonville.
Go ahead, Ishmael.
Now this is loud and clear.
I will tell you because we are too illiterate in the country.
Illiteracy. Oh. All right. Thank you so much. So keep a call coming.
Maybe that was very clear, but it was a little bit low. So that was clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that person, it was clear.
All right, 0778-339682 again, 0778-339682. Let me get to the line and pick this call. Good evening. Yeah, my brother, be a little bit loud, please. Your name and from where you join us. Okay, go ahead, Chief.
Thank you ever so much for the program.
The voice is coming up, but it's kind of like a suppressed a little bit. Like we're not hearing-
Go ahead.
No more. We're not hearing.
All right. All right. Let me see the other call. Where you been? I don't know why you're talking like if you don't want to talk. Yeah, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us. Okay, go ahead. Hmm. Because you don't let development, right? All right. So to this caller, go you mean? Hello? Yeah, your name and from where you join us. Go ahead. Okay. Who now? Who are hearing on the media or who? No, but I guess the media and the media are not hearing nobody. Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead. But the politics now, what politics can do, that one nothing to do with media. So, my master, you wrong also. Eh? Remember, that got no claim against the media. So, this call agreement. Yeah, my brother, good. Thank God your name and from where you join us. Go ahead, Yana.
The issue with Liberia is something we're going through in this country. I personally believe in giraffe. Listen, we want to consume something that we can have to produce. We want to only eat. And do part of nonsense by way of.
No, don't be saying I can do to all, my man. Don't say that I want to all. So they call a good evening. No, don't say things that you have no proof on the media. Then I'm on the air. So keep a calls coming to 077-833-9682 against 077-833-9682. I want a politician that they do their own forget about. Don't say like media. So this call a good evening. Okay, go ahead, Chief.
I want to add into this. The problem is in this country, we just people who are not following any good people, like, some to stand for the country. Like, for example, in South Africa, we have Nelson Mandela. People who are, principle-minded people. We have consistent people. When it comes to this, they will talk something that, people next time, people of business. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of the broadcast. To this caller, good evening. Keep a calls coming 077-833-9682. And let me get back to this caller. Good evening. Wow, that's the thing there. So if your phone really not, then what can happen? So keep a calls coming 077-833-9682 against 077-833-9682. Tell us what's the problem with us as people. Every day we jump in from place to place. Good evening. listen to me. Listen to me. You cannot, you know, what you are saying, my brother, is far different. Yeah, yeah.
Allow that person to speak their opinion and let it conclude. Then we let them go. So you can't
Okay,
feel
go ahead, Chief. Go ahead, boss. Go ahead.
If
Sorry.
you're in the crazy media, that's fine. You know, let it say whatever you want to say. But I'm not hearing him though. Yeah, we did not hear anything that he's saying.
All right. Hmm. All right. Thank you so much for being part of the show to this caller. Good evening. Okay, go ahead, Chief.
The voice going in and out, in and out. So when we hear one word, and the other word just like suck in.
All right. So I don't know about my team. I say if I did not get us again, I don't know about everything you talk. We're doing everything. So I don't know. But
It's like you bringing the phone to the microphone, the phone, the calling, or you have it plugged in the system. What do you guys do?
Both. If it's not working, sometimes we pull it or we. So let me see if it did. Whether you will still get us to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, go ahead. Your name and from where you joining us. You get it now?
Literacy and poverty are major issues in this
That
country.
was clear.
Okay.
So they can quickly be moved.
You said poverty and what?
Poverty.
Okay, poverty and
You say poverty and electricity.
yeah. All right, thank you so much. So poverty and electricity is what killing us as people. To this caller, good evening. Yeah, go ahead, your name and from where you joining us. Go ahead, Russia.
Gosh. I don't know.
Lack of love. All right, so let me get to the line, pick this other caller. Good evening. Yeah, my brother, with great thank you. Your name and from where you joining us. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. But sometimes the red light will tell you not to go, but you will go. I said sometimes you'll be riding a motorbike or your keke and the red light will tell you to stop and you will still pass through to go. Okay. All right, thank you. So Liberians are speaking out as to what happened with us as people. To this caller, good evening. Yeah, my dear, your name and from where you join us. Okay, go ahead, Chief.
Problem we're facing, my friend, one is lack of love. Lawlessness. But if we have love for yourself, you will love anything you love, you can care for it. That's the problem we're facing here. People don't love the nation, you from the nation, but you get any interest in the nation. But you want for nation to prosper. Where will it pass on? See the kind of dead people to put in on the street, lack of love.
Especially red light. Red light right now is mounting field of death. Thank you so much for being part of the show. To this caller, good evening. Yeah, go ahead, Chief. Your name and from where you joining us.
You take one more call, then we can.
So, Pastor, Liberians are speaking of lack of love, lack of unity, and you are also pastor I don't know. You what you make of all the comments coming from Liberians?
It's okay.
Yeah. Then the question, Pastor, quickly before you leave a view, because there are a lot of churches that makes money, people fathers of the year, and you are here complaining again. I don't know why.
It's okay. We're not even hearing the pastor, but it's okay.
All right, Pastor.
We will stay.
All right, Pastor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part. Yeah, so Sekou, you can take it from there.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
also for what I'm trying to say here, we want to first of all, I want to extend my appreciation to you and the team there for at least trying to fix the problem, even though we are not there yet, but at least the effort is commendable. I want to say thank you to you, Melbourne, and the team there for at least trying to fix the problem. It's not fixed yet. We will fix it, moving forward. But before the upgrade, everything it was good. But since then, it's all about the system capturing the voice. Your voice is coming in very good, but the system is suppressing other noise other voices that are coming around. So that in order for it to be clear, it has to be embedded into the system. Let's say, for example, you see we're doing this show right now on this computer that I'm using right now. I can play any video. Here it'll be loud. I will hear everybody. I will hear it here. But you people and people that are following on SKTV, they will not hear it. The only reason why they can hear it because I inserted that into the system of the software that I'm using. That's the only way. Let's say I got with YouTube here, I got other audio, I got some audio that are in the system. I can play here while we all hear. You're not hear, I will hear it. But once I insert it into the system, then the audio will come out into the system. That's what's going on. But you will figure it out. But we will try our best to do what we can do. So now let's talk about this. I've listened to everybody. And pretty much I'm been very much impressed about Liberians when it comes to speaking about our problems. Almost if you ask me, my answer would be all of the above. Everything people touch are part of our problems. But when you look at the top of our problems is unpatriotism, lack of love for country. That is the key. And next to that, in my opinion, is lack of leadership. We don't have leaders. We've been suffering for leadership problem from the day Liberia got our independence to today. When you have leadership, the leadership problem will be solved. When you have good leadership, people's mind will develop When you have good leadership, the environment you grew up can impact your sense of reasoning, your upbringing. That's why the children here, the way they grew up, the children in the Western world, the way they grew up, they have access to everything that educate them. You would think they're smarter than the children in Africa, but no, they are not, because they have the opportunity. And good leadership brings opportunity. When it comes to people being unpatriotic, if you have good leadership that uphold the rule of law, that treat people nicely for following the law, that punishes people for breaking the law. A lot of people can follow the rules in these countries, like Western countries, not because they love the country, but they're afraid of the consequences of their behavior. I think leadership is our major problem. If you got good leader, they will provide proper education. They provide an avenue for proper education. People will be educated. If you have leadership, they will bring development. When people are developed, their mindset can change. Nothing will be big for them. When you have good leadership, it will provide jobs for people. Poverty will reduce. You see that? Poverty is one of the things that are making everybody to look corrupt in Liberia. Ordinary people are corrupt. Politicians are corrupt. Everybody because they're poor. But if you got good leadership there, they will create a job. Poverty will be reduced. If somebody having a good job, they don't have to go beg any politician for anything. They will behave. If you have good leadership, a policeman is getting good pay, good salary, the corruption will reduce. He will not be harassing taxi drivers because he's getting paid. Somebody going to school, after school job is guaranteed, they will behave. They will not cave into anything. They will not follow all kind of stupid people there just to get their money for transportation. So everything people say are problems, but we have top of our problems. And one of the major things is lack of leadership. Even some people say they love the country. They will tell you, say they love the country now, they come there. Yeah, they love the country, but they don't even know what to do. To be honest with you, there are a lot of Liberians that love Liberia. But they don't know what to do. They are not leaders. Some of them, they will take the leadership, they don't even know where to start from. Even the one that running for president. Let me tell you something. If you're a good leader, you develop a theory of reaching out to the people in the trenches. Educate them. Go to them everywhere you can find them. Be sense in their head. Tell them some of their right, even though it is their right, but they don't know. Some Liberians living in some of those remote areas, they believe that's what they deserve. It takes a leader, it takes leadership to go to them, to tell them, no, this is not what you deserve. Reach out to them. Tell them, say, you are better than this. Lack of leadership is our problem. Some people say people are not patriotic. If you're not patriotic, if the law is there and the law is being used, you will behave. You're not doing it because you love the country. You will do it because when you violate the law, there will be consequences. So it doesn't matter who you support. If that person is not going to be the leader that Liberia deserves, then you have a problem. Right now, CP people will say, well, our commission is that person. We have to see it. If Cummings is elected, if Cummings can exhibit that kind of leadership, then he's the person. Joe Weah has been tested. Joe Weah is being tested. Joe Weah is not. Joe Weah doesn't even know what's going on. Joe Weah cannot even educate himself when it comes to the kind of leadership we're talking about. We have said this over and over when Joe Weah took over. For Joe Weah to take leadership, to educate citizens, to even come up and tell them, creating hate, insulting women, using certain languages on other politicians, creating, hostile environment. As government, we the one ruling the country. Joe Weah is unable to do that. Joe Weah and the entire CDC, up to now, after 6 years, they could not transition from being an opposition to the ruling party, to an administration. Up to now, they even behave worse than opposition. That's leadership problem, Mabel. Leaders, when they are elected to lead the people. They will do all the right thing. Other people will be creating problems. They will be there to find solution. They will create an environment. Even you that you are a troublemaker, you'll be ashamed to make trouble, because you know why? You know if you do it, the law will take a course. Leader will show leadership. Even somebody at their inner circle, if they violate the law, they arrest them, they prosecute them and jail them. That will serve as a deterrent. If they make and prosecute somebody closer to them, you that nobody, you will not do it. You behave.
Mm-hmm.
If people kill mysteriously, and the president will stand up and go to the family, reach out to them, and also instruct the justice ministry to make sure that justice is served. Trust me, the people who are victimized, they will be satisfied. You're not going to bring the life back, but if leadership is showing, the people will be satisfied.
Yeah, man. So,
and then the people who are thinking about doing the same bad thing, they will behave, because they know if they do it, something will happen to them. So the major problem of our country is leadership. Leadership is our problem.
So we'll have 2 more minutes to go, and
we will go. We will go.
Very, 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 very.
Yeah, maybe we will expand on it tomorrow. I have a lot of things to say.
Indeed,
I wanted to listen to the Liberian people, and like I said, everybody had a point, very good point. You all have great points, and I agree that all the problems we call here are our problems. In order to resolve those problems, you just need leadership. That's it. You need leaders. Somebody who will abide by the law.
A robust one? Are you talking about a robust leader?
Yes. Like the Jerry Rawlings
style. A leader who will not sleep until all the citizens, everybody
people know what they are doing, Mabel. Leaders they will be able to lead. Well, most of the people in Liberia, they are led by their followers. No. They're being led by their followers. Instead of them leading, but people lead them. Because why? Some of them, they are driven by loyalty. When you're loyal to them, you can kiss up to them.
Thank you so much, Sekou. Yeah, we're really, really enjoying the topic. So tomorrow, we hope and pray that maybe we're going to chip in with this.
We'll continue the conversation tomorrow on the radio.
All right, thank you so much.
Those of you who are going to be on Facebook, we'll continue for another maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
All right, thank you so much.
So for me, all the problems that you people call are true. I agree with them. But our major problem is leadership. Even some of the current politicians, they got similar problem. You know why? For example, when you talk about, let's say, Cummings and the ANC and the CPP, there are some serious leadership challenge when it comes to decision making. People you love, people that you think they are your loyal supporters, you got to stand up to them and tell them what is right and do what is right. Even if they get mad at you, later on they will come back to their senses. But you just do what is right as leaders. Leadership is our major problem. If you are a member of the CPP or the ANC, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you see there are small crises within the institution or any organization, the leader must take leadership position. Everything else will die. Because most of the people that are creating problems, let's say, for example, you have ANC, you have ANC Global, you have CPP, you have Liberty Party, that comprise of CPP. Majority of the people there that are having problem with each other is about everybody want to be on the right side of the leader. Everybody want to be on notice. Everyone want to show that they are in control. Everyone want to show that they are working harder than the other people. Everyone want to show that the communists recognize them as the pressure, the people doing the job. Everyone want to feel like they are doing better than other people. They have contributed more than the other person. They want communists to recognize that. Everyone want to be the right side of communists. Everyone want to make sure that communists know that they are the one that care about him. Everybody want to be jealous of other people. Or communists recognize this person more. In fact, other people don't want even other people get to such close proximity with communists because they feel like other people they know better, they can do better than them. So when they get closer to communists, they will do better than them. So they will not allow certain people. Other people who are very close to communists will be afraid to give you a chance to get close to communists because thinking that when you get close to communists, you can do better than them, then that will be a demotion for them. Everybody want to be the one. We did this. We the one doing this. A leader now will step in. I care less about what you do. If you're only doing this to satisfy me, I care about what you do for Liberia and do it right. We have a common purpose. We have an objective. If you do anything towards that, I will appreciate it. But if you do anything just for me to be satisfied, for me to know you're working, you're not working. Just do what is right. Do not stop people from getting to me. Anybody that wants to talk to me, allow them to talk to me. I make the decision what I can take in and what I can reject as the leader. But I should be available to every person that means well. Those kind of leadership I'm talking about. Similar thing, Joey is suffering from A. Joey feel like people who, you only listen to people who are loyal to him. He considers loyalty as leadership. If you are loyal to Joey, you can take gossip to him, then you are a buddy, you are a best friend. Even you work for him for 100 years, even you got all the best idea for Liberia, but if you don't pay loyalty to George Weah, you're not a good person. That is lack of leadership. Similarly, Joseph Jima Boakai. Joseph Jima Boakai's problem has been he is not grateful to anybody. He doesn't understand anything that is called gratefulness, recognizing people's sacrifice. Boakai then are the people that they consider as people that are self-centered, only about them and them only. Everything that they do, everybody that they accept, everybody that they work with is all about them. Similar characteristic is with Costa. It's not like he's not a good person, but the fact that he is only about himself, that makes him a bad leader. That's why I've said this. Me, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I don't know anything, by the way. But I believe something holding me back. And whatever that's holding me back, trust me, I'm looking for that leadership in Liberia. The person that will say, you know what? Let me solve the small problem so they will not degenerate to bigger problem. Do you know these small problems are the reason that holding back a lot of things? For example, let me not say this. Let me leave that because it will hurt certain people and I don't want to hurt anybody. But let me say this to you. Our problem in Liberia is leadership. For example, Joseph Nima Boakai, as an example, look at his leadership style. Everything he has led dies. It's just a fact. When he took over the leadership of the Unity Party, it was a huge fight. The person who brought him to prominence was disgraced and kicked out of the party because he was not a leader. He doesn't show leadership. He will have created an avenue to solve that problem, making sure that he is in control. But he allowed the followers. He was the leader. But he allowed Vandi Shaman, Women Pay, other people to disrespect Ellen and kick her out of the party. Somebody that makes Joseph Parker somebody. That's lack of leadership. Like Unity Party is right now, most of those guys that are following, like the Mo Ali and other guys, what they said behind Joseph Parker when they were kicked out of their position is different from what they're telling the public. But because of greed, I'm not going to take any more call. Please stop calling. That's why I open the line for people to call in. Because of lack of leadership, they will do anything. That's why they'll be making big mistakes, because they don't speak truth to their people, to people that follow them. At this point, there should be no fighting within the CPP. You all pretend that everything is good, but we know everything is not good. They have serious jealousy, envy, and fight for control and recognition within the CPP, between people who consider themselves ANC and the actual CPP. Both in Liberia and here in America. And those are things that derail your progress. It stalls your progress. You as the leader, if you can't step in and solve those problems easily, then you have a problem. Because you will not get where you want to get if you are not on the same boat. If you don't put everybody in their place, tell them put them where they belong. That little murmuring and back and forth, jealousy and envy between them will stall your progress as the leader. Because you will not get 100% of the people. Some people just working because they want to make sure that communists know that they are the one working. Some people want to make sure that they are the one that started the ANC. Some people in there, they are the one that have been working from day one. They even suppress certain people who get solution because they don't want other people to go up there. So now you're the leader, now you have to step in. I'm not saying Cummings is not doing his best, but I believe he needs to do more He needs to do more. Jowiya lack of leadership. Jowiya is not a leader. He's proving that he's not a leader. Let me tell you something. When we say, oh, Jowiya is smart politically, Jowiya is this, Jowiya is that, Jowiya is not smart politically. Jowiya value loyalty. All the political decision, all the tricks that they are doing to exploit the Liberian people is not designed or devised by George Weah. George Weah is being used. George Weah is being used as long as he's getting his share, he cares less about the rest of us. Emmanuel Shaw is, those are seasoned politicians. Charles Bright is a seasoned politician. Ajiba Bernard, those are seasoned politicians. Those are the people, some of the people that are advancing George Weah. All the tricks, all the bad politics, even the cheating they're planning right now. They are doing it. They are doing it. They're the one doing it. The likes of Siri Allen. People that have destroyed Liberia. But they're not showing their hands. They are the one advancing George. We are telling him what to do, showing him all the tricks, taking advantage of the illiteracy of our people. But George Weah is just a picture, a photocopy, just up there. And they are the one enjoying. They are the one enjoying managing the resources of our country. George Weah is not a leader. A leader will not allow people, crooks and criminals to control them, to decide for them. That's why George Weah is not a leader. And one of the reasons why I personally have problem with Joseph Nima Boakai when it comes to leadership, Joseph Nima Boakai allowed himself to be led. We will not worry about him. Once they say, we are loyal to you, this is what we want, he followed them. He allowed them to do whatever they want to do. That's the fear of a lot of people. There are many people that in sympathy with Joseph Nima Boakai, but they are afraid. They are afraid for the fact that if Joseph Nima Boakai is elected, he will be controlled by the likes of Mo Ali, Charles Nutter, and my own brother Anthony Kesselby and all the other people. Then they will control him. And they are not trusted people. People are afraid that these people, they're just waiting to get the opportunity once again to exploit the country. It's not that people don't like Joseph Boakai, but people are afraid of the direction of their country because Joseph Boakai is yet to show leadership. George Weah is not a leader. Cummins is yet to take any governmental position. But if Cummins can take control of the little problems within his surrounding, within the CPP, within the ANC. In fact, let me say this. Cummins is the one that nominated Tim Cummins. Maybe about 40 people or 30 people plus. Every day, people are complaining that the people, they are not functional, that they are not doing anything. But they were nominated. We believe someone is getting paid. What are they doing? Okay, they are doing nothing. So what Cummins is doing about them? If you appoint somebody, you employ somebody, they're not doing their job, you fire them. Tell them you are serious. Don't allow them to dictate to you. Okay, oh no, people don't know commies in this area, in that area. Commies one can go everywhere. But what about the people that he appointed? Where are they? What are they doing? What are they doing? People complaining every day. Oh, you want to get a commis, you can't get a commis. Some people blocking people from reaching the commis. People doing that. What is he doing? I'm talking about leadership here. I just believe that when you are a leader, you got to be hands-on. You got to be tough. You got to be tough. You got to be, people got to be scared. People got to be afraid of you. People that you are leading. That when I do the wrong thing, he will take action against me. That's not being bad. That's being a leader. Even God that created us. God can punish people if you do the wrong thing. So what about us? Because we human beings, we are just bad. Many of us can only do the right thing when we are afraid of the consequences of doing the wrong thing. There are people that value themselves, that value honesty, that value integrity. There are people that they have integrity. They will do the right thing even if nobody's looking. Tiola, sometimes I can ignore you, but I will address you today. I should stop talking something that I have not no knowledge about. I know more than you, even when it comes to commies. I know more than you can ever imagine. You just come into this whole politic. You have no idea what's going on. I'm talking about Tiola Gibson. You have no idea. Some of you are the problem for commies. You all pretend to know it all. You will be from platform to platform, responding to everybody who dare to criticize commies. But you're not helping him. You're one of the problems. I'm sorry if you feel offended by that, but you're one of the problems for commies. I know better when it comes to politics. And I know more than you can ever imagine. You are one of the problems. You just came to the whole thing not too long ago. Even the whole ANC global thing, you just came in the picture. I've been around. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And if commies is watching, commies know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm talking about. You people just want everybody to be fake. To pretend that everything is rosy, everything's fine. No, it's not. And you people are the problem for the CPP and the ANC. If you continue to behave like this, it will cause commies. It will cause commies. Believe me, I know better than you when it comes to politics, and I know more about this particular politic than you. I like to ignore people sometimes, but if I try to do that and you think it's out of weakness, then I will just have to address you. The problem is that most of you have passion for Liberia. You have passion, you want to see Liberia better. You want to see Liberia change. but you have no idea how to do it. You lack the technical know-how and the understanding of politics, how politics works. You have no idea. You people are the problem. You are one of them. I'm sorry if you're offended by it, but you are one of them. Alexander Cummings is not God. Alexander Cummings is not a saint. He's not an angel. He is a human being. We all have our flaws. We all have our shortcomings. And you will continue to be in error if you have a bunch of pretenders, if you have a bunch of cowards around you that cannot stomach to tell you the truth. If you have people around you, you can be a good man, but you have a bunch of cowards, bunch of people who want to always show that you're doing the right thing, even when you're making mistakes. You will be in error. I believe Cummings is a good man. But Cummings has a lot of rotten apples around him that have continued to stall the progress of whatever he's trying to do. They pretend to know it all. You are one of those people, unfortunately. You are not alone. There are a bunch of them. I believe some of them will change. And I believe the minute Cummings realizes some of these rotten apples around him, the sooner he does, the better it will be for him. When I'm on this platform, when I'm talking, I don't go personal. I address the issue. If you come here to attack me on my platform, telling me I have no idea what I'm talking about, then you have a problem. You have a problem. I know there are a lot of good people that support Cummings. There are a lot of good people that support Cummings. And I believe, like I've said, I, Sekou Kene, I'm yet to endorse any political party or anybody for president. But I believe among those that we know, especially the three major candidates, Cummings got a lot of good about himself than the rest of the two. Even Liberians that are not supporting Cummings, when you ask them, oh, Cummings is the good man. But, you know, he's new. Oh, Cummings is the good man. Cummings got a solution for this country, but some people around him. Oh, Cummings is a good man. So it's like everybody agree that Cummings, not only that Cummings is a good man, but everybody agree. Even those that are supporting other candidates, they believe that Cummings has answer for Liberia's problem. But there are some blockade. There are some things that are actually stopping certain people from supporting Cummings. Cummings allow some sycophants to be the face of the ANC. He's allowed certain arrogant people to be the face of the ANC and ANC Global. that are driving away a lot of good people. Who wants to be disrespected by some political neophytes that know nothing about politics? Nobody want to be disrespected by them. And if they continue to be the one running commies, a lot of people will remain on the fence. That's the problem. Because some of them feel like their opinion will not matter. In fact, they will not be allowed to voice their opinion, even if it will help commies or the CPP or the ANC. Because for them, going on Facebook, attacking anybody or insulting everybody, that will make them protector of commies. That will put them on the good side of commies. No, you're not helping him. You're hurting him. I've hardly seen most of them even making any compelling argument to sell commies or his agenda. Even those little boys, those young people in Liberia, they can even do a better job than some of you. Where in the world you want to be in politics? You don't want your leader to be criticized. Anybody criticize them, you insult them. Anybody criticize them, you disrespect them. Even commies love to be criticized. If you don't know, commies love to be criticized because he will learn from them. Secret friends will not tell him. Secret friends will not tell him what is wrong. Secret friends will not tell commies the wrong thing because they are afraid. They don't want to hurt him. They want to live in their pretentious and sycophantic life forever. No, that's not me. By the way, I'm not part of any party anyway. But I believe commies is better than the rest of the two people that are running for president. Does that mean I'm part of communist team? No. Does that mean I'm endorsing communists? No. But that's a fact. Even Bouaka supporters believe that communists get solution for Liberia more than Bouaka. But they're supporting Bouaka because of tribalism, political party, because they have the same party. They have some level of commitment to their party, or they're from the same country, or what is in it for them personally. But they know very well communists can do better than just a Bouaka. They know that. They know it. There are people too within George. We are government. I'm not talking about just a supporter that understand the fact that communists understand economy, that the problem is economic, and communists can fix it. They know it. But they are afraid as to what is in for them. What is in there for them? What can they get from communists? They don't know. Some of them, if they can be told today, hey, if you join communists, you get X, Y, and Z, believe me, they will join communists. But they don't know. But they know very well that communists is better than both Joseph Bouaka and George Weah. They know that. Even their supporters. And there are a lot of good people too that are on the fence that want to support communists. But they are afraid of coming to communists because they feel like there are a lot of rotten apples around communists. And they have been given relevance. They have been given undeserving position to manage communists and what he does. Going on Facebook to attack everybody or insult everybody who criticizes communists, that's not campaigning. That's not making a case. I would have been proud of you, most of you, if you're just going around talking about communist achievement, talking about what communists can do for Liberia. If you're going to talk about communist accomplishment, you can spend a whole year on it because the guy is well accomplished. well knowledgeable, well established. But you don't do that. All you do is just to insult people who disagree with you, or who try to correct commies. Like I said, Liberian will make their decision. Liberian will make their decision. You know, when people read it, they will just include everybody. They will generalize to say, oh, ANC people then rule, ANC people then the negative, ANC people then the flamboyant, ANC people then the elitist. No, not all of them. To be honest, there are a lot of good people in the ANC, in the CPP, that are reputable people that respect themselves. They will not just get at anybody. And they know their limit. But there are a bunch of them too who are considered as the rotten apples that are making commies to look bad. Because commies is yet to stand up to them, at least publicly. Maybe he's doing it behind the scene, we don't know. Don't talk about something that you have no idea of. What are you talking about? I know you have a problem. I can't even talk about everything that I know. Because they say you don't want to burn your house because of a mosquito. You don't want to burn your house because of a mosquito. Some of you are non-entity. Nothing when it comes to politics. So we don't want to, go to a certain level. But we just want to make sure we set the record straight. I'm warning you, Tiola Gibson, never ever to come on SKTV to disrespect me or insult me, okay? This should be the first and the last. I'm very patient. I'm very tolerant. But I have limit. I have limit. When you cross the line, you will see me. You will hear me. Like I said, there are a lot of good people that support commies. And because of some of those good people, I will now go extra mile. I will not go extra mile, trust me. I will not say anything to hurt commies. But I know most of you are liability on commies. Most of you are liability on commies. You are the one driving a lot of good people away from commies. Because people think insulting people, that's a show of loyalty to commies. Come and go. But before I go, I want Mr. Commies to know that there are a lot of people out there that believe that Commies is better than his competitor. Commies may not be everything, may not have everything. But majority of Liberians, whether they support Commies or they don't support Commies, but they believe that Commies is better than George Weah and Joseph Nima Boakai in terms of having idea to change Liberia. They believe it. They talk to us, some of us behind the scene. They talk to other people. They believe it. Some of them, they are restricted because of greed, because they don't even know what is in it for them, because they only care about themselves. They know commies have the answer. They know communists can change Liberia. They know communists has the technical know-how. They know it. That's why they don't want to give him a chance. That's why you see the conspiracy theory, wherein all politicians in Liberia, they have something like a common enemy, which is change. They don't want to see change. They want this status quo to stay, regardless of who's leading, so they can have a term on it. My term and their term. UP people feel like their term was cut off. 12 years was not enough for them. Because the young people that they sent from the UP to go learn, they got their degree, they came back, they had no time to exploit the country. So they are angry. So they are trying to fight, to do everything to put Joseph back out there so they can go and exploit the country. We know it. They can say Seku, but my man, if communists get there, some of all, well, the way ANC people then hit some of all, what we get there? So we got to fight for the paper. The paper get there, some of all we got our thing. That's what they're all about. They don't care about Liberia. They don't care about what's in it for Liberia or Liberian people, but what's in it for them. I just want communists to know that. Do not stop reaching out to anybody. Everybody you can reach out to, even the CDC, and reach out to them. Even the UP people, reach out to them. Make them feel comfortable that you'll be president for everybody. Some of them are even afraid they're afraid of some people that are around you, thinking that they will not be accepted. That's why when Okumi spoke the last time, he said in New Jersey, some people reached out to me after that when he said in communist government, he said there will be people who are qualified. Whether you're CDCN, whether you're UPS, whether you're from any party, they say in communist government, everybody will be welcome. Kumi said that. Some people come, oh, say, man, we saw y'all in New Jersey, y'all cover communists. They mentioned some Google thing, say some all, even though we are, with different parties, but at least they may give some hope to some of them. They know very well that communists is better, communists get better answer. They know that communists has no dirt, no blood on his hand. They know it. And they understand it. But they don't want it because they don't know what is in it for them. Some of them are afraid because they find that they don't see themselves fit around some of these people. Some of these arrogant pretenders, sycophants that will just do anything because they want to make sure, yeah, we are the one. We in control. Imagine you're not getting the president say, yo, you're finna growing wing. You're finna grow wing. You want to attack everybody. You're not even president. You're not president yet. So we have to speak up and stand up against some of these ills in the society. Communist is nowhere yet. Then you want to grow wing. You got to know where to measure your arm, man. You got to know where to measure your arm. Grown men who call themselves political scientists. Grown men who believe that they control Liberian politics. Grown men who think they can bully anybody. They don't joke or they don't play with us because they know. In Liberia, we say raccoon know what kind of tree they can clean their behind on. They know. Then are you the one? Thank God you're a female. I don't go extra mile with women. I can only discuss the issue from the real point. But my friend, man, I can deal with them. I can deal with it. I can move very hard, very, very hard. You saw me with Costa. Costa knows exactly where we pass. You have seen me with a lot of other men. I don't play, man. I don't play. I care less about how people think about me when I'm doing the right thing. There are certain things that everybody can say. There are certain things that you can do to everybody. But you're a female, I'm not going to go extra mile. I'll only address from the political standpoint that you people need to slow down. Your loyalty should be promoting the image of your candidate. Sell his message. Sell his message to the people of Liberia. He can even go and do copy and paste of his accomplishment. You can post that 1 million times a day. Nobody will care about that. Nobody will really going to worry about you. You will only win support. There will be a lot of new people that will see it. They will read them. They will say, oh, we didn't even know some of these things about this man. That will help you. That will help the man. Stop fighting everybody for their opinion. Stop insulting everybody or disrespecting anybody who disagrees with your candidate. Again, Cummins is a good man. Like I said, this is not an endorsement of Cummins. But I know Cummins is a good man, and people who disagree with Cummins, they told me behind the scene that Cummins is a good man. So if you are an ANC person, the Liberty Party or CPP, my advice to you, try to sell Cummins to the people. And Mr. Cummins, if you listen, if you're watching, you need to do more appearances. Not just on SKTV, everywhere. Because every time Cummins speaks, he gains support. He gains support, not just one. Every time we have brought Cummins on our platform, the feedback can be very, really good for him. And I think he's aware of that. He needs to do more appearances. Charlie Bronskin. Let me say this in this public manner. Your appearance on SKTV the last time was very good, but we have problem with the internet from your end there in Liberia. We have extended another invitation to Charlie Bronskin to come on SKTV. It was turned down. It was turned down, and we are yet to hear from her to come back to SKTV to have conversation. It's good for you. It's good for Cummins. It's good for the CPP. I'm being honest with you people here. If you can come on SKTV, do more talking on other platforms. It's good for you. It's good for the CPP. The more you talk, every day you talk, you can get supporters. You can get people supporting you. The more you go in coma, the more you will be irrelevant in the political space. Yes, we, SKTV, invited Charlene Bronskin for the second time. After her appearance, she turned it down. Yes, I'm just telling you people. Because sometimes we can't talk everything. So I see people going, oh, SKTV, that Comics TV, that this and that. No, we know about the TV. Trust me. If we were Comics TV, if I was somebody making decision as to how Comics could campaign when it comes to media, this would be a different story. Look at the other one. Maybe she's busy. Who says she's not busy? She's been busy since that time up to now. So some of the sycophantic behavior that we're talking about here. Maybe she's busy. Yeah, she's busy to come on the show. That's fine. She's busy to talk, to campaign. That's on her. Some of you are daylight sycophants. Maybe she's busy. Yeah, busy for one day, but busy forever. That's not my business. It's up to her. It's up to the CPP. Musability should be the busiest person. Musability running for position in Nima County. But Musability availed himself to be on this platform almost every week. Even will call Musability in his sleep. He will answer. When we say, Chairman, we want to ask you about setting on the show, you should send me the link because he's ready. Maybe he's busy. Anyway, she's not the one saying it. She's not the one saying it. And some of the messages that I'm putting up here is not for some of the people who are responding, actually. I'm putting it up there for Kumis, for Charlie, for Musability, and some of the BB people, Google people then in the CPP. Enough for all the people that are responding. Some of them. Media is important. Media is powerful. And let me tell you this. In Liberia, from August 5th up to the election date, up to the date of the election, if you want to be relevant, if you want to be elected, you got to do more. You got to do more. Radio, more social media. Forget about the BB gathering. Forget about the BB, creating big crowd. Forget about that right now. Do more outreach directly to the people. Do more appearances on social media and radio stations. Don't get tired if you want to win the election. This is free advice, free consultation. I'm giving you people, especially Mr. Cummings, Charlie Bronskin, and Musa Ability, Chairman Ability. You spend more time on media, social media, radio, newspaper. Direct most of your resources to social media, radio, and print media. And pay the people way to travel, to go to the trenches. Let me tell you something. We say the Bassa Belt. Bassa Belt is not just Buchanan. Bassa Belt comprises of Magibi, Riverside, Grand Bassa County. Beyond that, Magibi not just Kakata. Grand Bassa not just Buchanan. River says it's not just the capital city. You got to spend that money. You're putting to bring plenty of crowd up to buy plenty of t-shirt. You forgot about that one. You pay the people way. Let it be going to the villages, be talking to people, to be selling the idea of your campaign to the people. When you go to the villages, the people being called, they've been telling us, asking us some stupid questions. Oh, but they say the men that gay, oh, somebody got to be there to tell them they're not true. If you sit down in Morovia there, thinking, say, oh no, the people are undecided, you're sitting there. You'll be surprised. Because some people been lying. So many people that you're campaigning against, they have no integrity. They're not got shame for lying. They will go to the people in the bush, they lie to them. They will tell them, say, commit that this, commit that, commit support gay right, Liberia, it founder of Christian principle, blah, blah, blah. Where you let them mayor, the mayor are gay. That's what they've been doing. And you're not going into the villages from town to town. I expected you people to be going to villages, village to village, town to town. But now, we are people then doing it. Do you know that Jeremiah Kun, even by the way of getting some people to come, when Joey were going to that place, do you know Jeremiah Kun and went and told some people in the villages that the president coming? Can you believe it? Jeremiah Kun and Prince Johnson people, and they went, they told some villagers in Nima County, they call me. Say, oh, but the portal said that president, we are coming. Oh, I swear to God. They got no integrity for lying. But they're reaching out. They are going from village to village, lying, telling people, say, if they vote for communists, they will make Liberia a gay country. Amen. The 40 people they elect, the 40 people they appointed, what are they doing? If $100 US dollars can pay their way and buy them food to go to 3, 4, 5 towns a day and come back. Imagine people in places like in Monserrado, right there in Monserrado. They think Monserrado, somebody think Monserrado that Morovia, Benton, Carisburg, Todi, all those areas. People had to be going to villages, town to town. Tell them who your candidate is, what the question is about. Liberian people are suffering, but they're not seeing alternative because you're not reaching out properly. Some of them, they can listen to radio. You're getting tired already appearing on radio. You're getting tired already appearing on social media. For example, like I always do, I reach out to Charlie Bronskin to appear again to SKTV to discuss some important stuff. She says she had another engagement. Okay, after that engagement, isn't she the one supposed to reach back to me and say, oh, Sekou, I want to come back to SKTV. I'm not the one campaigning. I'm not running for anything. She don't want to call me back and say, oh, Sekou, you called me the last time I was busy. I was doing X, Y, and Z, but I want to come back. Got some important thing to talk about. Charlie Bronsky is loved and embraced by the Liberian people. She's loved. And I think she's doing her best. But I just believe she needs to do more. communists need to do more, to appear more. The more communists talk, the way communists get control over the issue, the way he get control over the solution of Liberia. When he talks, people listen and people follow. People respect him. And it's people then. Those Jowia people, they don't like to see him talking too much. Jamie people, they don't like to see communists talking too much. They want you to be silent. They want you to be quiet. Because when it comes to discussing the issue, communist has control over it because he doesn't start up when he say it because of their facts. But if you sit down and say, like campaigns, that we are not already campaigning, like I told you guys yesterday, somebody confirmed to me, top person from the CDC. When I say top, I mean top person. They didn't say we pay the people to come out, but the person made it to me and said, yeah, you know, imagine the people that we do nothing for them. We did nothing for them. We nothing we did for them. Just to get them shirt, we get them dapper, and pay their way. That pay their way there. They are telling me indirectly they pay the people to come out. If somebody is supporting you, do you have to pay their way to go to a rally, political rally? No, but they give money to all the people that went there. When I was talking on the show that day, somebody get mad, Kefasan then call, and I told you, I say some of the BB1 and call, some of the BB1 and text me. Right after the show, one of the big people in CDC called me, trying to justify. Oh, you say we pay the people. We didn't pay people anything big. You know, the people there, just for the people. Can you imagine the people came out under the rain, under the sun, just because we just getting t-shirts and getting some of them, you know, lapa, you know, the thank you lapa, and pay their way. Yeah, admitting to me that they pay the people way. So that cry you see over there, they're not Jowia supporter there. Some of them are citizens that support Jowia, but vast majority of them, they went there because they gave them money to go there. They gave them clothes to go there. They gave them t-shirts. CDC back then, people used to buy their own t-shirt. People used to print their own t-shirt to go to CDC event, not even to talk about paying their transportation. But CDC is not the way it used to be. It's far away from that, and they know it. The reason why people are saying Bwaka, because they knew Bwaka as vice president for 12 years. Bwaka then campaigned 2 times, and they won 2 times. So that name recognition, that political establishment, they have it in every town and villages. So they're not campaigning, they're not doing anything because they don't even have money in the first place. But people that don't have money, but they have the name recognition, they have an added advantage. So you that have money, but you don't have name recognition, you can use that money wisely, by making sure these people then let it get from their behind in Monrovia and go to villages and towns to reach out to people. As a matter of fact, I got serious problem with the CPP when it comes to the whole senatorial thing. I think they don't do the CPP did a good job in 2020. They selected good candidates and they won more seats. This time around, I'm not so sure. I'm not the new one that the person that the guy said in Riverside, I don't even know the person name. I'm not sure that person is going to win anything. I'm not sure. I don't know. Or that person will add anything to the CPP. Look at how the CPP is core in Monrovia when it comes to the senatorial position. Hey, man. You stop lying to yourself, man. They say Victoria Kokwe is going to be the CPP candidate. I've not seen any major event created for or by Victoria Kokwe to say CPP want to win the senatorial election in Monserrado. Amen. Let be honest, man. How you going to win like this? Sir Joseph is a household name. In order for Darrell Dillon to win in 2019, CPP had a big program for both Dillon and Tilia Ure to show strength. To show strength. But why are you guys waiting for? Maybe they're waiting for the campaign. Maybe when the campaign starts, they will. But if you don't get it in your mind, you're not planning it, you got to do something. Let me tell you the truth. Politics is momentum. Politics is momentum. Politics is showing up. Politics is reaching out. Politics is working every day. Even if you support the CPP, you're sitting down right now, when I ask you, do you think Victoria Kokwe will win in the senatorial election against Sir Joseph? I bet you, most of you, even your CPP, maybe you will not say it, but in your heart, you will say no. Maybe she got votes. Maybe she gets some support. But how do we know? What's going on? The chairman of the ANC. Niten. Niten is a senator of Bapolu County. We're not hearing anything good about Niten in Bapolu. People even telling me, say, Niten may not even win. Niten. I'm just being honest, ANC people, CPP people. You're sorry. You'll get vexed, but I'm being honest. You have to do what you're supposed to be doing. Niten is not likable anymore in Bapolu. They say Amarakone is running there. I don't even know whether you're running as independent or running on some kind of party. I don't know. I'm not sure if the CDC is running there, but if the CDC is running, I don't know who's going to win. The criticism I'm doing today with the CPP is to wake you up. It's to wake you up. To wake up from your slumber. You got to do something. Because let me tell you something. Whether we support CPP or not, the people are branding us as CPP TV, ANC TV, Communist TV. They're giving us all kinds of names. Even though we are not deterred by those things. But if Communist wins today, or CPP does good today, whether we say something, we not say, hey, some people will credit us. Some people will say, oh, SKTV, the one that did it, SKTV, the one that did it, SKTV, the one that did it. So me, I just giving you a free consultation, free advice. We are not Communist TV, we are not ANC TV. But we know vast majority of our followers, me again loud, vast majority of our followers are supporters of communists because majority of diaspora Liberians support communists. And vast majority of our followers are diaspora Liberians, plus Liberians in Liberia. As a matter of fact, if you look at our data, majority of our followers are in Liberia, United States, Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and the rest of the area. And to be honest, to be fair to you people, and most of you being very supportive of SKTV. So I don't care how people say about or what people say about us. I'll be honest with you. Kumis is doing great. Charlie is doing great, but they need to do more. Believe me. We can hear something that you can't hear because people talk to us from all parties. There are people who are in key position in the WIA government. They are worried whether they will have space in Kumi's government. But they're thinking about supporting Kumis. They're thinking about their family voting for Kumis. They're not everybody in Jowia government are criminal. But the criminal, then we know them. They're not every civil servants that are working in this government they were appointed by Joe Weir. No, they were not appointed by Weir. Joe Weir came and made some of the people then dead, and they will be there after Joe Weir. Some of the people then they're thinking about voting for Kumis, but they don't even know. The last time some people call me that they want to stage a big event, endorsement event for Kumis. I told them, call the people then. And now Kumis spokesperson or support or somebody that will relay the message to Kumis. The person begged me, please do it. And I did. I did reach out to the relevant people and told them. I'm not sure what they have done about it. The last time the young man called me from Liberia that they have some Muslim organization, youth organization in Liberia, in Monrovia, that they plan a program. I'm going to see this in our close. They reach out to Mariah Yekula, Kumis's chief of staff, that they wanted Kumis to go and serve as a keynote speaker so they too can endorse Kumis. They didn't get a response. They said, okay, if we can't get Kumis, can we get Fisher too to come and be a keynote speaker to our program so we can endorse them? So I asked the people and I said, well, you will charge them for being somebody or keynote speaker or something, they have to pay money? They said, no, we just want them to come. I said, well, what happened? They said, well, we were reaching out to Mariah, she's not making it possible for all. I said, well, what happened? Yeah. They said they can't get nobody. You got to open your eyes, man. You got to open your eyes. Election is tough. Today, I just decided to criticize you people so you can wake up. So many people that can call me, they can't call you. So many people that can call me, they will not say anything there in public. Everybody's important. Similar thing happened during Dara Dillon campaign. People used to call me and beg me to call Dillon to tell them, let them go and go endorse Dillon. I have a friend here who lives in North Dakota. This guy pay people to endorse Dillon. They put people together, 300 people, to go and have a program. Anyway, Siriki, I will take you and go home though. I wasn't ready to take any call, but I will take you. I was about to leave, Siriki. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I just want to add on to what you're saying. I don't know if I'm late or you still taking call.
Yeah, I was not taking call now, but because you called now, just say what you gotta say. I gotta leave now.
Yeah, thank you, brother. You know, I just want to add on to what you were saying. You know, I just joined your show, and then I listened to a few of your comments you were making in terms of people trying to reach out to Mr. Cummings has been difficult. What I want to say to you people is this. To be honest with you, even today on the generation on 2FM, we talk about similar cases like that. Can you imagine Donald Nathan as chairman of ANC is running in Papulu? But there have been series of calls. A lot of people calling us on Papulu. They don't see flyers. They don't see sample. They don't see nothing or nobody talking to anybody there about Cummings. All this guy does is to come, put in budgeted money, go while they run their own individual campaign, and forget about Cummings. Mark was the first man that raised this. Mark went on his show and talked about it. Most of the ANC people wanted to say, Mark like inconsistent man, in foolish and this. So I called Mark and said, people don't come down, forget about this. Mark said, I'll get my opinion, I'm not talking about it. But you understand, we still getting calls from Papulu. People telling us that, look, we want to join the CPP, but nobody has to talk. I said, well, what is going on? The chairman of ANC is running there. The mayor is there. So that place is still where Nimba is, especially Central PA. Where you have Musa Benedi, you have flyers, you have samples, everywhere you go, you see CPP billboards and what have you. That's how Papulu should be. But now people calling complaining. So as a local agent, they just deceiving Mr. Cummings. You know, just today, since we left last show this afternoon, people, a lot of people have been calling from my giving to Twitter. They said, brother, this is something that we've been planning to talk, but we can't talk it because the girls found a position in the town, in a Somali district, and we're talking to move on from there. So some of them, they just think that this man get free money wasting. They come to deceive the man, they get free project. This man is just an individual. You will not go everywhere. You know, so we rely on some of us. Can you imagine the young people that are in the trenches, in communities? You do mobilization, you take people near a number. You go to the same guy to call the people, they're not able to call them. You understand me? They want you to go in the field, mobilize people, bring number, and then you be doing the follow-up. It's not possible. So we go in the field now to mobilize people. We go and talk to people. We take people names and number. We go to them, they're not able to call the people again. But all they can do is to sit down in AC car and be playing the big shot thing. So for us, we will call people name. Going forward, we'll call people name. Today we're down on the town. And down on the town is not the only person. There are a lot of people. And making some of us to believe that they say in the public that a lot of people are behind Mr. Cummings for money. It is true. You know, it's very, very frustrating. Because we have put everything on the line to see this man winning this election. But it seems that people around him, they don't want to do anything straight up. They want to be deceiving the man, putting PP budget in front of the man, signing for money, and then going and selling the AC car, and be doing all that thing. They don't want to do follow-up. And which, of course, we just have less than 3 months to election. You know, it is so frustrating that big places like Papulu, where the ANC chairman is running, people will be calling at this time and telling you, say, they can see sample, they can see nobody taking the name of Fakumi. It is very, very frustrating. So thank you very much, brother.
Siriki, before you go, let me ask you, are you aware of any group in Liberia there? Some guy called me to say the Muslim youth organization that they wanted coming to go and serve as a keynote speaker.
Yeah, exactly. That was since a few months ago. But since I think I got in touch with Mr. Kishan, I put that group in touch with Mr. Kishan, and Mr. Kishan talked to Mariah, saying that they've been trying to handle things down. But for the angle of Mariah, things are actually changing. I want to admit to you people, for the angle of Mariah, she's been cooperative. But what I want to say to those people that call themselves the Cummings and the likes of some of the executive members of ANC, they are not happy, Mr. Cummings. You know, let me be frank with you. That issue about some group in District 2, it existed before, and when the group, because of Mr. Cummings, kind of said he was traveling to America and what have you, all kind of stuff.
So yeah, so I want to know whether that program actually take place or not yet.
No, it was canceled because Mr. Cummings was not here. They have to cancel it. But since they came back, they've been having a lot of meetings, and very soon you'll be in this with 2 years in a Muslim community to do the endorsement very soon. Even today said well, there were instant meeting today were here. But what I want to say, people are not working. Mr. Kuma will not do all. Kumis alone will not do all. That's why you rely on people. But some of the people that you rely on is like they just rely on men. You understand me? It's so frustrating. It just brings to the reality of the corrupt mindset of we Liberians. We just stand beyond people for what we can get without doing the work. And if we do the work, we reach out, this man win the election, everybody will benefit. But somebody not looking at that.
Thank you.
Looking at that, especially down on the 10. That man is corrupt. And you saw, can you imagine? That man in the Senate, he's taking all the prime envelope.
It's okay, Sidiki. It's okay.
Thank you.
Let's leave it there. Yeah. You heard for himself, right? This man is on the ground there. The person he's calling now is corrupt. That's the chairman of the ANC. He was not removed. He's been there. He's been taking the money. The same money Darrell Dillon took, he's been taking it. And the guy is not even relevant in his own country now. Imagine people calling him Bapulu, complaining that they don't hear much about Kumis. Hey man. And Kumis chairman, the chairman of Kumis. How many times have you seen Daniel Nathan on radio, on talk shows? Amen. I don't know. Well, today we've been here for 3 hours and 11 minutes. I think it was a good show. I know some of you may not. I think, hold on, let me check. Because while I was talking, I think a few people actually, yeah, somebody said, oh, $20. It's still for no name. And then let me check the other one here. I want to make sure that I check everything before I close, so you can think that I ignore your contribution. I really appreciate it. We appreciate everyone who contributes to SKTV. Checking the Zelle. Okay. Nope, nothing on Zelle. The other cash app here. Yeah, somebody sent $30. And the person say, what? Thank you for saying it as it is, Sekou. Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah, 2 people sent us money. Somebody sent $20 and somebody sent $30. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I didn't want to just close without checking it and tell you people thank you. We appreciate your time. And those of you who didn't like some of the things we said, it is what it is. We stand by everything we say on this platform. Everything, 100%. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you all. We love you all, and we will see you tomorrow. And I want to thank you for your time and support to SKTV.
Niki majigi alabi poroga. Mama do Simona